Venezuela is facing a humanitarian crisis after twin earthquakes reduced buildings to rubble, altering the lives of 6.7 million people. But just seconds before the earthquakes, Android phones started buzzing and sending warning signals that potentially saved the lives of those who were able to run out of the buildings for safety. But just before we get to the earthquakes, this year has been eventful for Venezuela, to say the least. On 3rd January 2026, the US launched strikes in Venezuela in what led to the capture and arrest of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. The two were flown to New York to face narco-terrorism, drug trafficking, and weapons charges. And now, just 6 months later, on 24th June, Venezuela was hit by two earthquakes with devastating magnitudes. Venezuela was hit by two earthquakes with a magnitude of 7.2 and 7.5 on the Richter scale. And worst of it all is that the earthquakes occurred just 39 seconds apart. The last time Venezuela experienced such magnitudes was more than a century ago. The earthquake caused great havoc with an estimated 250 buildings being damaged, and here is a footage of that. Inside the building, people ran down the stairs as cracks developed in the walls just before the buildings collapsed. Down in the basements, security cameras captured parked cars being jolted by the force of the quakes. Outside, the earthquake split the roads as more buildings collapsed, endangering the lives of many who were running in the streets. There's also footage of people scampering for safety in the airport as the airport terminal's roof was collapsing. And here's a footage. There's also footage of people in an airplane experiencing the earthquake with nowhere to go. It's estimated that 50,000 people have been reported missing, and reports also claim that 5,000 people have died, with the death toll believed to be rising. Now, the current interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, has since declared a state of emergency. And whilst human intervention is underway in search and rescue operations, Android cell phones emerge as an unsung hero. Because just seconds before the earthquake, some Android users reported receiving warnings. Just listen to the audio.
¿Estás sola? Sí. Ay, sí, está temblando.
In the video, both the man and the woman receive the alerts and they deliberate upon it before they make a run for it. Android users therefore had a benefit of receiving warnings, a location map of the affected area, and magnitude of the earthquake. The Android users also received safety tips, which essentially saved their lives because they were able to run out of their home and buildings. Now, this was enabled because Android phones have a Google Android Earthquake Alert system that has sensors called accelerometer, which detects seismic waves, transmit data to Google servers, which analyze data from phones in the same location where the ground shaking is detected, and then send instant warning signals to those in the affected locations where the earthquake is imminent, and also informs users of the magnitude of the earthquake in real time. Now, it's currently being reported that there is no stable power in the affected region, with some rescuers reportedly using flashlights and hands to rescue their loved ones. However, there's an outpouring support for Venezuela from countries such as US, Turkey, France, Dominican Republic, which have flown into Venezuela and are offering humanitarian aid and embarking on a search and rescue operation.